One of the things about a training environment is understanding that it's not just the training that you provide to your staff, your team, or your employees. It is the context of that training as what they're learning applies to the people they'll be using it for, on, or in engagement with. One of the things about a training environment is understanding that it's not just the training that you provide to your staff, your team, or your employees. It is the context of that training as what they're learning applies to the people they'll be using it for, on, or in engagement with. As an example, I was recently having a conversation with someone who handles training for a call center, and the clients on the other end of the line, when they call in, are guests of 4- and 5-star hotels. And I asked the call center trainer, I said, so have you ever visited the hotel? And he said, well, no, it's just not practical. I mean, we have dozens of them and they're 4- and 5-star hotels. And I thought to myself, it seems ironic that you would be training people to deal with whatever might come up, whether it's the move of a reservation, it's, I'm checked into my room, but I'm going to be late to get there, or I'm in my room, but there's a funny odor, or I'm in my room, but it doesn't seem to accommodate all the things that I thought. My Wi-Fi is not fast enough, my TV doesn't work, whatever those things are. Now, I know that I've stayed in a Motel 6, I've stayed at a Holiday Inn Select, made me smarter the next day. I've stayed at the La Quinta, and I've stayed at the Gaylord in Nashville and in Dallas. And the difference between those hotels and motels is based on expectations. See, it's not just the price that you pay. You expect a different quality of service, a different quality of bed linen, a different level of cleanliness. Or the motels and hotels that you may stay on for the cheap, just to have a place to shower and a free breakfast the next morning while you're on a long road trip. Those kind of places you might spend 50, 60, $100 a night. And you kind of expect that type of quality. You may sleep on top of the covers, or you may sleep fully dressed because you don't know who was there last or whether or not it's been cleaned properly. You might pay for a place that comes with free breakfast, but no, you're going to eat somewhere else anyway. But by the time you move up that scale to the $200, $300, $400 a night hotel, your expectations have changed. The quality of the bed linens will be commendable, and it should be expected. The quality of service that you'll receive from the people who are meeting you at the counter, who are taking care of your room overnight, who are providing service for you in the kitchen. The quality of people that you're going to encounter, the customer service, their knowledge of their job, the access to facilities, all of those things are going to have a higher level of expectation. And because they do, the type of person, the level of education, the level of background experience, the level of life experience, the level of expectations that these individuals have as guests of a 4- and 5-star hotel is an entirely different set than people who stay at a $50 motel on the side of the highway. Now, I'm not saying they deserve to be treated better because they're better people. Don't misunderstand that at all. As I've said, I've stayed at the $400 and $500 Gaylord hotels, and I've stayed at the $50 Motel 6 and less on the side of the highway. And I'm just as comfortable in any one of them, but I do come with a set of expectations that says, I know I'm staying at a $50 hotel, I kind of expect X. I know I'm staying at a $500 hotel, I kind of expect Y. Now, if you're the sales trainer or the call trainer, to deal with the type of problems that are going to arise in a $500 hotel versus a $50 hotel, being relevant, learn to roar leadership philosophy, being relevant isn't about, let me solve this problem as quickly as I can and get off the phone. It isn't about, how do I make the company save a little bit of money? It isn't about, how do I feel good at the end of this call? It's about understanding the level of expectation of the kind of guest in a $500 a night hotel, and making sure that you communicate to them based on their own perceptions of themselves, their own perceptions of their accomplishments in life, their own perceptions of their success in life, their own perceptions of their value in life, because They didn't stay at a Motel 6. They stayed at a $500 hotel. They expect to be treated differently. And they'll expect you to treat them differently on the phone, just like they expect the staff to treat them differently in the hotel. That's what it means to be relevant when you're training a call center to work with clients who are in 4 and 5 hotels, 4 and 5 star hotels. I hope that you have found this training to be valuable and relevant to what you're doing. And listen there's my 5-minute timer. So we're all done for today. Thank you for watching the Leading Leaders podcast on Tell It Like It Is TV. I'm Loren Norris. Have a blessed day.